Hi, my name is Kevin Wood. I'm with Netrist. I want to talk today about how to automatically generate an API proxy. An API proxy is a security device that sits between the customer and your web service. It can be used for authentication, for making sure that the data that's crossing the boundary is correctly structured, correctly formatted, but it takes time to create. What we've done at Netrist is put together an automated tool that will create an API proxy for you based on an open standard, Open API 3.0 definition. So Open API is a way for developers to define the behavior of the proxy. So this, for example, defines a proxy about the NACS service, the North American Industry Classification System. It defines the different methods that are available to a developer when they're consuming the data from this service. What we want to do is read this definition and automatically create a proxy. We're going to do this by creating an Apigee proxy. Now, Apigee is owned by Google. It's one of the industry leaders in proxy management, and they provide an excellent automation utility for being able to create proxies that are relevant to your needs, but are managed as infrastructure as code. So here we've got the Apigee screen, and we'll see that there are no proxies. And so I'm going to now go into the tool that we've created, the automation tool. I'm going to run that, and it's configured for that particular proxy for that definition. And we'll wait just a second for this to be created. So what's happening in the background, it's running through several transformations and then registering the proxy with Apigee. It looks like we're done. And so if I refresh this screen, I should now see the NACS REST proxy. There it is. So we've defined the proxy in a way that corresponds to the definition that we saw. And if you look here in the details of the proxy, you'll find that we've got get NACS by ID, by industry, by group ID. All that is defined. So I have to send this in, and if I send something else in, it's going to reject. But we've also defined other policies, such as a spike arrest. We're checking for API keys to make sure that you're a developer that we know of. We have a quota so that you can't send too much traffic, and we have security protection. So if I now want to test this proxy, I would go to Postman. And here I'm going to post the NACS ID 541 and see if we can find some information about it. Sure enough, here it is. Custom Computer Programming Services came back for us in the result. Now, Apigee provides many different features out of the box, and one of those is a security feature, and this is this JSON threat protection. I'd like to show that and the tracing tool right now. So I'm going to begin a tracing session. And so now when I go back to Postman, I'm going to go ahead and send a good bit of traffic. Now, NACS codes are always 6 digits, and so we've told the API proxy that if there's any more than 6 digits, we want you to stop the traffic. And so now when I send this, I get an error. So my JSON threat protection policy seems to have worked. And so when I drop that from the policy or from the data, then I'm back in business. And so here in the Apigee trace tool, we see the first request was good. The second request resulted in an error, but it's because Apigee stopped it. So it made all the way through until it came to check the data. And there were 7 characters in the post instead of 6, and that was a violation. So it stopped it cold. Anyway, that's a little bit of information about how to automatically create Apigee proxies that are relevant for your organization, that use custom policies that are ones that you want included in all of your proxies. If you have any questions or want to find out more information, please see netrist.com/demo.